We're going to make sweet corn cooked in the brick oven today, and Stacy's here to help me with that. Welcome to our brick oven lifestyle. So the first thing I do is check the ears. We got a dozen ears here. I like to take off this little brown stuff on the top. It just tends to burn when it's in the brick oven, so I just remove the top. Don't take a lot of it off because this is your encasing. You're sealing the corn inside of this husk. This needs to stay sealed so it stays, there's a lot of moisture content in it when it's cooking that way.
Question, with my brick oven, I have always soaked it in water prior to putting it in the oven. Is that a good idea? Not necessarily.
It's fine, but I've tried it both ways, and if this is sealed really well, it comes out just about the same moisture content as when it has been soaked in water. So it's not wrong to, especially if you feel like the corn's a little bit dried out, but it doesn't burn this way.
And one less step that I have to.
Yeah. So I've got these fancy gloves. These are kind of like an UV glove. They work well if you really need to use your fingers more for smaller manipulating things. My welder's gloves I tend to use the most, but we're going to use both of them for the corn today. My temperature is set at 400, 425. It's going to stay right in that range for the corn. And we're just going to put it into the brick oven.
Does it matter if they're close together? Do you want them on top of each
I
other?
like to keep them just they can be touching, but I don't like to stack. One thing that helps is having a little pizza paddle to move them around. And always wear your gloves when you're doing this. It's extremely hot in there when you get your hands in there. So now I'm going to set the temperature for 25 minutes, and 10 minutes in we'll check one more time. Rotate the corn a little bit if we need to, especially what's closer to the fire. We'll move it around a little bit.
Okay.
So we're going to check the corn. We have about 10 minutes left, and you can see that the husks are starting to dry out a little. That's fine. We're just going to move them around a little bit, bring the back ones to the front, since the fire is causing some of them that are closer just to get a little bit charred. So my temperature went down just a little bit, not a lot, but when you're adding something cooler to something hotter, you're going to get a little bit of cool down. So I'm just making sure that my temperature here is continuing to be about 400, 425. So I'm adding just a little bit of wood here. All right, it's been 25 minutes. We're going to take the corn out. Let's take one piece out first and check it.
Ooh, it's nice and brown.
Just put it right in there. Just peel it right at the top. You don't want to take it down too much because you might have to put it back in. But
is that good there?
Yep, that's good. What I do, I just cut a few of these and then just going to put them in my hand here. Perfect. There's our corn all finished up. Now we're going to let this sit for about 10 or 15 minutes before we peel it and get the corn out. All right, time to husk the corn. It's been 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, look how yellow it is.
This kind of corn that we're using is called Incredible corn. I mean, you can actually squeeze water out of this. To me, I don't see any reason why you have to soak the corn unless, I don't know, maybe there's different kinds that need to be soaked, but not this kind. Okay, let's try this stuff.
Yeah.
This is why we did all this.
Yes.
Is to actually taste it. A little bit of salt. Ready?
Ready.
1, 2, 3.
It's so good.
Did you know that corn has a lot of fiber in it? It's got folic acid, magnesium, copper, and it's really good for your eyes too.
That I didn't know.
Yeah. So it tastes like candy, but it's actually good for you. So what do you think? No water on the husk? Is it?
I think this is just as easy, if even better, without having to soak it.
So if you like this video, please like and subscribe and watch for some of the other corn videos that we're going to have coming out.